Hi everyone. Today's session is about how we would be using a Jupyter notebook on our laptops. So as you all know, like there are different IDEs that can be used to access Python on your laptop. But Jupyter Notebook is one of the most popular ones, and it can be installed through Anaconda. So I'm going to quickly just give you a brief overview about how to go about installing Anaconda on your laptops. So firstly, let's see how to get to the Anaconda page, how to find it. So this is the URL that you can use to kind of go to the home page of Anaconda. Over here, this is the page where you would be landing, and then after you scroll down, you will see an option where you can download Anaconda installers. So this is what we need to install. This is for Python 3.7. Please remember to download Python 3.7 and not Python 2.7. Based on the system that you are using, you should be installing either Windows or Mac OS, and this is the installer, 64-bit graphical installer. This is what you have to install. So I already have this installer installed on my laptop. So after you install it, it's going to come up on your downloads page, and this is how it shows up. So the next step is to download the Anaconda installer from the link that you have on your downloads page, the exe file. So this the download procedure is quite straightforward. You just have to go about with the default settings of the installer. Please remember one thing while doing that. It is that if you're prompted to install Microsoft Visual Studio Code, skip that step because that's not something you would be needing for Jupyter Notebook. And also you can uncheck the checkboxes, learn more about Anaconda Cloud, and learn how to get started with Anaconda unless you really want to learn more. Apart from that, you can go to this link, you can access the Anaconda documents on the website, and also get a detailed view about how to go about with the installation. I already have it installed on my laptop, so I wouldn't be going through the whole installation process, but it's quite straightforward, and we have to be going about with the default settings of the installer. The next step would be how to, after you have finished the installation, the next step would be how to kind of access Jupyter Notebook on your Windows laptop. Because I'm using a Windows laptop, I'm demonstrating how to go about with a Windows laptop. So you go to the search menu and search for Jupyter Notebook Anaconda. This is the option that you have to select. As soon as you open it, you can see this console that opens up, which is Jupyter Notebook Anaconda 3, and it is automatically linked to the page, this page, which automatically shows up on your on your browser. So this is how this is where you would be this is the home page from where you can be accessing Jupyter. Now let's say you want to go to the specific directory and you have a lot of folders there, and then in each of the folders, if you have like different Python notebooks, you can access all of them from here. This is how you can go to the directory and open a Python notebook. But let's say you want to start a new document in your desktop. So this is how you would be doing that. You will be opening a new file over here. This is the directory where you are creating the new file. You can see it shows up over here, and then you can rename it to whatever, test. So this is how you can now start accessing your Python notebook on a Jupyter Python notebook. Now let's say I want to just add two numbers. This is just a sample code that I'm showing. So you can just type it out here, and the command to kind of a shortcut to run, you can definitely run it from here, but then a shortcut is just Control and Enter. So that is like a shortcut to run the code. We can also add new cells from here. We can cut, copy, paste the new cells, and then we can also add markdown cells in place of code cells, which would just be like typing something like test Python. So this is how you can be accessing your Python Jupyter Python notebook. It automatically gets saved to the current directory where you're saving the notebook, but just to be on the safe side, you can probably just like save and add a checkpoint. So that's how all your documents are saved, and next time when you open Jupyter notebook the same way, you can access your document. Now, how to go about it if you're using a Mac system, how to go about with the installation process. The process remains pretty much the same. The only difference is that you have to install the Mac OS installer over here in place of the Windows one. And then the installation process is quite similar. You have to go about with the default settings. And if you need reference, you can use this Anaconda link to just go about with the installation process in detail. And how to install it is you have to launch terminal. I'm sorry, I'm not using a Windows systems. That's the reason why I can't show you. But you have to go to launch. You have to launch a terminal, and then from that launchpad, and then others, and that's how you would be running your Jupyter Notebook command. This is the screen that you should be seeing, and then after that your notebook's default browser automatically opens up just the way it did on my Windows laptop, and then you are good to go with your Python coding process. Have a good time. Thanks a lot for your time.